The bank has shown all-round improvement in the performance, whether it is operating profit, net interest income, asset quality, credit costs, gross NPA percentage, net NPA percentage. 2-3 points I would like to mention because the presentations are already with you, and then we'll be ready to answer all your questions. One is that in terms of the strength of the balance sheet, which I have been always mentioning, that as far as bank's strategy is concerned, the focus is not what happens during a quarter. The bank's long-term plan has been that put strength to the balance sheet, and that we have been able to do, whether it is capital adequacy ratio or it is our provision coverage ratio. Second is bank's focus has been to improve the core pre-provision operating profit, and there also the trend line is up and results are visible. What it does is that it creates the resilience in the bank to absorb any shock on the asset quality front. We are a large organization with a large loan book, and it has always been the situation that more than whatever is our normal slippages or credit cost, something or other keeps on coming. The point to be again noted in this quarterly results is that one, we divested 4.5% SBI life shares, and approximately 3,500 crore was the gain or income to the bank. But against that, we have upfronted the provisions by the same amount. One is on account of a power sector asset, which is a case of failed restructuring. So we have not only provided for the what is the current fund-based outstanding, but fully covered the SBLC also to the extent of 2,600 crore. And in respect of one stressed NBFC, we have made a provision of 900 crore during the quarter. So whatever stake sale income was, it has been used for improving the provision coverage ratio, so that in the coming quarters that impact will not be there. And all other parameters, you would see that the provision coverage ratio is now in excess of 81%. In respect of corporates, the provision coverage ratio is around 73%, and when we exclude the accounts under what we call under collection account, the provision coverage ratio is more than 62%. And as I said, that this is what creates a resilient bank, a strong bank. If I use the word safest bank of India, I will not be exaggerating it. And the performance of the bank, the long-term trend is in the right direction. On the lines, on the graph are moving in the direction in which they should be moving. Wherever they need to show upward trend, they are showing upward trend. Wherever they need to go downward, they are going downward. So what the performance analysis has to be done in the line of the long-term trend analysis and not be bothered by quarterly variations. The yield on advances, cost of deposit, net interest margin, everything is improving. On the business front, the CASA growth continues to be very good, and the advances growth, of course, on YOY basis, it has on the domestic front been a bit muted, but that is largely on account of these non-utilization of the sanctioned working capital limits. But otherwise, the retail loan book and the term loans, they have grown by almost 18% YOY. As the utilization in working capital limits improves, which are already the sanctioned limits, the performance on the advances front will also improve. The impact of all this has been that the portfolio analysis, if we do, the retail book is now almost 60%. But once the utilization in corporate book improves, as I said, then this ratio again may come to about 58-42. Deposits, we have no cause for worry. There is a very good inflow. We are not targeting any higher growth till such time we have visibility that we will need funds for the credit growth. Right now, bank is in excess liquidity situation, and digital, of course, it is doing again exceedingly well under all parameters. Bank is the clear leader despite all the competition. The bank's initiative around mobile application, it is generating more than expected business for us, whether it is in terms of building up the retail loan book, whether opening of savings bank accounts, whether it is the daily registrations which have now crossed almost 60,000 per day. So from whatever angle the bank's performance has to be evaluated, the bank is moving in the right direction and is doing very well. And the performance of the subsidiaries has been again very good, and it was very heartening for the bank management to take note of the fact that SBI Life, it crossed 1 trillion rupees or 1 lakh crore rupees market capitalization. The all other subsidiaries, SBI Life, SBI General, SBI Cards, SBI AMC, they are emerging or are already leaders in their respective fields.